Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome everyone to Intrazon, India's largest retail intraday traders online conference. I am Fazil Ahmed, the director of Traders Gurukul and also the host for today's program. It's a great pleasure to invite every one of you to the third edition of this intraday webinar series. I'm sure by the end of this program, you will have a lot of knowledge which can help you to make better decisions in your trading journey. Let me also like to thank our media partner Money Control Pro, the largest financial portal in India with millions of daily readership on their website. Also, they helped us to reach a wider audience in a short span of time. Let's also thank and appreciate our title sponsor Espresso from the family of Sher Khan, one of the leading stock brokers in India with millions of investors as their customers. The speaker for today is Mr. Amit Seth. Amit Seth is a chartered accountant and has been a part of one of the big five audit firms before entering into full-time trading. He joined the markets in 2006 and took a full-time trading from 2010. His domain focus is combining price action with momentum and trend. Also, his trading strategies are very versatile and is suitable for both intraday as well as swing setups. He is one of the first trader in India to introduce the concept of market neural pair trades. He will empower us today with his special topic called the systematic intraday strategy fueled with price action. Mr. Amit sir, on behalf of the Traders Gurukul, Money Control Pro, and Espresso, I extend my warm welcome into your program as an elite speaker. Go ahead, sir. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Brooke. Thank you for inviting me to your Intrazone, this largest retail intraday traders online conference. This is the third time that I'll be doing a session on Intrazone, and it's absolutely a privilege to be back here again and share my strategies with everyone. So, friends, I believe since I have been on Twitter, I've been on social media for last 2 to 3 years. Most of you may already be following me on Twitter and on my Telegram channel. My name is Amit Seth. My Telegram Twitter handle goes by the name of Maverick Amit 01. So friends, without delaying this session, let us go and start this session. So friends, today we're going to discuss about Bollinger Band trading patterns. I'm going to discuss a very good pattern and how we can, make use of that pattern. So this is what the session is going to be all about. So let us begin. This is okay. So before friends, we start our session, it is important to talk about certain mindset things. I know most of the newcomers, most of the new traders, they find mindset and psychology related anything that comes out, they don't like it initially. But believe me, with the passage of time, when you face difficulties in trading, and with experience and with over a period of time, you realize that mindset, your psychological aspect is far more important than the trading setups. Because unless you know how trading works, the mindset behind trading, it is difficult to improve in your trading and become profitable in your journey. During our school days, we are taught that we should get more than 90-95% marks in class 10, class 12. So it's a very competitive world. So when we initially come to trading, we come with that mindset that even here it's going to be like that. Every trade that we are going to take, it is going to be successful. And when we don't get that kind of success in trading, we feel no, this is not our cup of tea. So it is very trading is very different from what we have been taught during our school days. Our mindset changes absolutely after that. In school days, we were supposed to get good marks, but here it doesn't work like that. And so, when we don't get that kind of success, the way we get during our educational days, we tend to get disappointed. Basically, I'm talking about beginners, not pro traders. Obviously, they know this thing. So the psychological aspect is also very important. So I'm just going to briefly touch it for 5 to 7 minutes, and then we will start our main session. Friends, it is very important to understand that trading is a probability game. But very few people, can internalize and live by the true meaning of what it means. Very few people understand what a probability game is all about. Mark Douglas, the famous author of Trading in the Zone, if you haven't read that book, you may as well as order that from Amazon and read it, because it's a very good book on mindset. So he is someone who has mastered the game of probability, and he says probability game produces uncertain outcome, uh, but with consistent results. So the best example to illustrate this concept is the casino business. In a casino, on an average, the casino holds an average of 4.5% probability advantage over the other player. Friends, the casino does not know whether the next hand will be a winner or a loser against the player. So casino को ये नहीं पता होता है कि जो next bet वो लेगा, whether the player, whether he's going to win against the player or he's going to lose. But he knows based on his models that he has a 4.5% probability advantage over the other players who are participating in the casino. So therefore, the casino knows कि अगर वो enough number of bets लेता है तो probably he will be the winner in the end. So that is why most of the times the casino is profitable. So the casino does not care if the player is going through a winning streak as long as he is not cheating, because the casino knows his 4.5% probability edge in the end is going to make his casino profitable. That is exactly how I'll just start the pointer. Just give me 1 second. So that is exactly how a trader needs to think about it. Trades, market is random, anything can happen in the current trade. So friends, when we take a trade, दोस्तों जब हम एक trade लेते हैं, whenever we take a trade, there is no one who can say with certainty that this trade is going to be successful or this trade is going to fail, because we take a trade based on a setup. We have observed that setup. We know that setup will work over a period of time, over a number of trades. But we really don't know whether this next trade is going to be profitable or not. But we know that if we take, let's say, 10 trades, based on our past experience, 6 or 7 trades will be profitable. But to time those trades, to say, okay, out of those 10 trades, trade number 1, trade number 2, trade number 3, trade number 4, or trade number 7, or trade number 9, these particular trades are going to be profitable, that is impossible. So whatever we judge for a setup, it has to be over an n number of trades. You may, with the same setup, you may find at times that the first 2 trades are not working, and after that the next 3 are working, and so that is how it works. The outcome is not in our hand. So a trader can increase the probability of winning either through technical analysis, but even the best analysis can never produce 100% certainty. So it is very important to note, technical analysis is not a holy grail subject. It cannot with 100% certainty say that the outcome of the next trade will be profitable. Yes, over a period of time will be definitely profitable if the setup is good and if we respect risk and reward. But what will happen in the next trade, we really don't know. So in reality, the highest win rate for best analysis can what the best analysis produce is far from 100%. There is, so वही जो मैं आपको बात कह रहा था कि हमें when we come out of the school, we feel 90-95% marks is good, or we, that should be the case in all our aspects of life. I'm not saying that mentality is only applicable to stock markets, but in any field we go, so we expect that kind of a result because we have been brought up that way in that kind of a competitive environment. But trading is difficult. It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. However, as long as a trader has a trading plan that can produce positive expected value, we can expect consistent results over a reasonably large number of trades, just like a casino. The crucial point is positive expected value. So friends, we plan a setup, and we do little things. So it's a game of probability. So we make a setup and add little things. It may be anything. It may be a moving average, it may be a momentum crossover, it may be candlestick pattern. So we put little things in the setup to increase the probability of the success of that setup. छोटी छोटी चीजें हम करते हैं जब भी हम एक ट्रेडिंग सेटअप प्लान करते हैं. We do little things. We add up small things, which can produce a better result out of that setup. So the ultimate outcome is not in our hand, but how to improve the probability of the setup, how to improve the probability of the success of the setup is definitely in our hands. We can do simple things like trading with the trend, respecting the moving averages, There are other things in the market like the concept of relative strength. So we can do little things uh, to improve the probability of setup, and that is what is most important. Uh, a, a trader must start with a trading plan with positive expected value that has been proven by back testing over a long period of time of practice. The trader must have confidence that he can execute the plan. So you must have a trading plan. You cannot just randomly take trades. In trading, it is not like that कि आपको अच्छा लगा आपने buy किया आपने sell किया. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to have a setup, and that setup has to be logical, and that setup has to have certain conditions. It has to be a probability based setup which which defines, okay, this thing will happen, then I will enter. If this thing happens, I will exit. So it may be a combination of price action, it may be a combination of relative strength, it may be a combination of some other indicators, but there has to be a setup. You cannot trade randomly, because if you trade randomly, you'll definitely blow up your account. The mentality of a successful trader is also very different from an average. He has no emotional attachment to individual trades. तो फ्रेंड्स, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि हम अपनी कोई भी अटैचमेंट कोई इंडिविजुअल ट्रेड के साथ नहीं करें. A trade may work, it may not work. It's not in our hands. So when a trade doesn't work, we respect risk, we book loss, and the important thing is कि हमें कोई बड़ा loss उस समय नहीं देना. We exit when we see a particular setup or a particular trade is failing. We must immediately, at the very onset, that the setup is becoming wobbly, we should try to exit with minimum losses. So that is what trading is all about. So a good trader, a successful trader, he has nothing to prove whether he's right or he's wrong or trade. He knows each trade is random. By random, he knows over a period of time his setup is profitable, but he definitely does not know what will happen to the next trade, what we have been talking about. Although there is no way he can know if the current trade will come out to be a winner or loser, he is confident that after doing the same things enough times, he will be a winner. तो कहने का मतलब, जब हम एक सेटअप बनाते हैं, हमें ये नहीं पता कि अगली ट्रेड हमारी सक्सेसफुल होगी कि नहीं, but we know that if we follow this process over a enough number of times, if we give that setup a chance enough number of times, we will be a winner. That setup is going to work. Okay, a lot of trades will fail, but my winners are going to take care of the losers. So this is the mindset we should have when we are planning a setup and when we are trading. So this concept can do wonders to your trading. Trading suddenly becomes less stressful. When जब आपको ये पता होता है कि ये मेरे हाथ में है ही नहीं कि अगला ट्रेड चलेगा कि नहीं चलेगा, but मुझे ये पता है कि if I give this setup enough chances over a period of time, my good number of trades would be profitable and they will give me good reward. And my setup should be such जिसमें stop losses small हो और वो जब चले, then it should give good results. So this is what we should aim at. So a trader who believes in probability, he will just execute the trade and let the market decide whether it will be a winner or loser. So हमें, it is not in our hand. जब आप ये चीज एक्सेप्ट करते हैं कि कोई भी ट्रेड हमारे हाथ में नहीं है, market is supreme and market is going to decide whether this trade is going to be a winner or loser. So you're not upset. तो आप उस ट्रेड में मिनिमम लॉस अगर नहीं चलता बुक करते हैं, you move on to the next trade. So only then you can get into the real mindset of trading. When we believe things we assume to be 100% true until proved otherwise. This isn't how trading works. In trading, the probability of successful trade generally एक success ratio एक setup का 40 से 60% on an average होता है. It depends on different market conditions and timing of trades. And even this thing was mentioned that when we can be successful with 40% of the trades and make a lot of money as long as we manage them correctly. तो अगर हम right time में losses book कर रहे हैं and we are letting the trade run as per setup, so even with the 40 to 50% hit ratio, we can be profitable in our trading. A setup may have 80% successful trades, but कहीं अगर आपको ऐसा सेटअप मिल गया तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, but it is difficult. But if you get a setup where you are getting 80% successful trades, you may still lose money if we don't manage our trades. If we lose money if we manage our trades poorly. तो 70-80% ट्रेड्स ठीक चल रही हैं, और वो जो 30% वाली ट्रेड है ना, उसमें हम एक मन में एक मेंटल ले आते हैं जी ये ठीक हो जाएगा। जब वो आप देख रहे हो वो ट्रेड फ्लॉप हो रही है, स्टॉप लॉस के नीचे जा रहा है, सेटअप आपका चिल्ला के बोल रहा है भाई साहब इसमें लॉस हो रहा है, वी आर लूजिंग मनी, एंड यू लिव विद दैट होप ट्रेड, let us give this trade a chance. We are not going to book a loss. If I book a loss, my overall profitability of my past trades would go down. शायद ये ठीक हो जाए, कल सुबेरे देख लेते हैं, कल दोपहर में देख लेते हैं। तो हम क्या देखते हैं कि वो जो आपकी ट्रेड है, where you did not follow the setup, where you did not respect the risk, ultimately it is majorly eating the profits of all your successful trades. So it is very important to be disciplined, very important to respect the setup, very important to book your stop loss when it is hit. So we cannot compromise on that. As per the law of probability in trading, it is more important to be profitable than be right. तो देखिए जी, क्या है ना, हमें profitable होना है यहाँ पे। Our agenda is not to be right. हम right we can't do chest thumping in trading. देखो जी मैं हर बार राइट हो गया, मेरे सारे ट्रेड्स राइट हो रहे हैं। नो, दैट इज नॉट द एजेंडा। द एजेंडा इज कि after taking n number of trades, let's say 10 trade, 15 trade, 20 trades, taking into account my successful and unsuccessful ones, the law of probability takes care of my profitability, and ultimately I am profitable. So the thing is not keep, it's not like chest thumping, okay, all my trades. No, so the mindset should be to be profitable and not to be right. So this was the basic thing I wanted to talk about, the mindset thing, because I thought it is very important to talk about that. So the setup that we are going to use today, it is going to use three indicators and price action, of course, with it. We're going to use Bollinger Bands, the Donchian channels, and the ADX indicator. So I'm going to talk about these indicators briefly because there may be attendees who are very new to technical analysis or who entered technical analysis in last 2 years after the COVID period. So it wouldn't be appropriate if I don't discuss the basics of these indicators and move on to the main setup. So in the larger interest of newcomers, people who are new to technical analysis, or people who don't have enough experience of technical analysis, to talk about a little bit about the characteristic of the indicators which we are using, how we can use that, how it can help us in our trading. So briefly, I'm going to discuss about these particular setups, these particular indicators, and then we are going to move to our main setup. So friends, as we all know, Bollinger Bands were developed by Mr. John Bollinger. We all know that. Bollinger Bands use two parameters. This is especially for someone who has not used it. Period and standard deviation. Standard deviation, the default value of Bollinger Bands is 20 for period and 2 for standard deviation. Although you can customize these combinations. So generally, जो Bollinger Band का setup होता है, we use a 20 period simple moving average as the middle of the Bollinger Band, and we use two standard deviation bands on it. दोस्तों, when the now what is the essence of I think it's one of the best indicators I've come around. It is really helpful in trading. When the bands tighten, and I'll show you this with the help of charts, when the bands tighten during a period of low volatility, it raises the likelihood of a sharp move in the either direction. This may begin a trending move. तो जब बैंड्स में कंप्रेशन होता है, जब वॉलेटिलिटी टाइटन अप होती है, तो it gives us a indication कि now we may get a trending move. So this particular characteristic is very important to understand, and this can